Happy Wednesday. Here we go. Today, we're going to review circumference. So make sure you have paper, something to write with, and a calculator. Go ahead and use one of those online links. And if you want to use a calculator online, then you're going to have to flip-flop. Maybe you have a calculator at home. It doesn't even need to be this one. You just have to be able to multiply. That's all you need today. Alrighty. So let's remember what circumference means. Circumference means distance around the circle. In fact, I found kind of this cool animation. Let me show it to you quick to help you remember or visualize what it looks like. Let me get here. Okay. A circle, once around a circle, is the circumference. And on this particular animation, notice that they have a circle that has a diameter of exactly 1. And notice what happens as you unroll it is you get a number that's a little more than 3. Hence, that's where pi comes from. It turns out every circle has this number or relationship with pi that's related to doing calculations within it. That's where it comes from. So let's take a look and refresh your brain with what we're doing today. On your formula sheet, if you recall, and you might still have that with you, we are given the formula for circumference. It's pi times the diameter. So go ahead, get a piece of paper, write down that formula at the top. Here's a circle. Diameter is 52 yards. Find the circumference. Bam. You are just going to, and I'm going to say instead of using the pi button, which you might have on here, please let's just have everybody use the rounded approximation for pi, 3 1400ths. All right, crank this baby out and ding comes the magic. Boom. If I could actually remember to turn mine on, that would be delightful. All right, this one. And I'm going to tell you, go ahead and leave it to the hundredths place for this one. If it doesn't instruct you, that's typically what I like. 163 2800ths yards. Next, what is the circumference of this circle below? 18 meters. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, your formula says pi times diameter. What do you notice? This is called the radius. It starts at the center, goes to an edge or a point on the circle. That's not diameter. We need the whole thing. So when you go to calculate this one, and again, use the decimal approximation for pi, you're going to have to use 36. Okay? Bing, bang, boom. Here we go. 3.14 times 36. 113 400ths meters. Did you get that? Check. Stop if you need to, because I'm going kind of fast, but you can pause at any time. Ooh, look at this one. A circular satellite dish antenna, so if you have like Dish Network or something like that, has a circumference of about 62 8/10 inches. Find its diameter. Okay, now, lest you start going too quickly, here's our formula. I always know that pi is going to be approximated to be about 3.14. This one tells me the circumference. I already know it's 62 8/10. Ha! This time, we need to work backwards and figure out what the diameter is. So, we've got to go back to use our equation solving and say, 3 1400ths times what number gives me this? Undo this problem with algebra. What I mean by that is to undo multiplication, its inverse function or inverse operation is division. So I'm going to divide this side of the equation by 3.14. Same thing over here. 3 1400ths divided by itself is exactly 1. So I get 1 times d, or just diameter. All right, take 62.8 divided by 3.14, and you should get 20. Sweet. 20 what? 20 inches. That's the diameter. Bam. All right, last one. Let's see if you can do this one. Pause me and see what you're coming up with here. The Jones family wants to enclose their circular garden. So here's their garden, and they want to put a fence around it, okay? They want to enclose their circular garden with a fence to the nearest foot. What is the minimum length of fencing they need to buy? Now they're telling us to do some rounding here, okay? So first thing I notice, this is a radius, okay? I need diameter when I calculate circumference. So I'm going to use 3 14/100 times, all right, you're going to have to double 62.5. Do that quick. Okay, now we've got to get your diameter, or I'm sorry, your circumference. So pi, 3.14, I should say, times 125 gives me 392.5 feet. However, this is saying to the nearest foot, so I need to round this thing, and I'm going to have to round up because especially if I'm going to encase this or enclose this, I don't want to short myself. So I'm going to say 393 feet. Okay, now the fence is going to cost me $2.50 per foot. So now let's figure this out. 393 feet times $2.50. This is becoming kind of an expensive project, isn't it? $393 times $2.50. Go. Ta-da. Chances are, if you're running to Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere to get this fencing, you're probably going to buy more than 393 feet just to be on the safe side in case it gets a little bigger than you anticipated or something goes wrong. And this is going to be an expensive project. All right, here's your job. Go to Schoology after this video, take attendance, and then work on your assignment. 3 questions. On your mark, get set, go.